Jalen Brunson, this season's Clutch Player of the Year, is the featured athlete in Season 7 of My Career.
Welcome to 40 levels of new rewards on your way to more badge boosts, rep accelerating accessories, and a plus.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the WNBA.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they go up against the Dallas Wings. From Arlington, Texas, I'm Blake Sunia alongside Tim Sports and Ryan Banapatemi, and we're happy to have you with us. And it's going to be the Wings off the tip.
You know, it's always interesting to match up the offseason expectations with the reality of a new season.
That's what's so great about this league from a fan perspective, right? There's always something to look forward to, no matter where your team is.
Well, both teams here, they're excited about the possibilities, and that can mean anything from developing young talent to winning a chip.
Now it's Reese.
Second chance shot. Up and in on the layup.
They worked it in nicely right there.
Here's Uzan.
Gumbawale takes the three, hits the three-point bomb.
With the ability to get off quick releases, Gumbawale can excel in the catch and shoot.
Allen with it. Now here's Cardoso.
Her first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest.
And how about Chicago in that 24 drafts, taking Angel Reese 7th overall?
We're talking about a player who averaged a double-double her last 3 years in college. But maybe most importantly for the Sky, Reese brings attitude, leadership, and gives them an identity.
Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Dallas Wings ball.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Sabali. And again, Dallas with a three.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Now it's Reese.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Outside Agumbawale. Pass to McCowan. 6 to shoot.
Uzan.
That three off the mark.
On the wing, Kennedy Carter.
Guarded now by Agumbawale.
Outside Reese.
To the middle. Here's Onyenwere.
That's in there. Angel Reese with the assist.
Pure power from Onyenwere, taking the bump inside and still scoring it.
Pass to Sabali.
Here's Howard. And no good. Her first shot of the game, missing.
Here's Allen.
2 minutes remaining in the
Now
first.
here's
2 minutes.
Cardoso. Guarded by Sabali.
Allen's shot is off. Outside Howard. McCowan. Yep, that one goes.
I mean, come on. You think a little tap is going to stop McCowan? No way. She's just too tough.
And for Satu Sabali, the WNBA is a family affair.
Her sister Naira is also in the league. Satu is more of a shooter, while Naira is a big. However, they both represent the German national team.
And Agumbawale gets it to go.
And their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They're getting great looks, and they're capitalizing. You know, they have to be pleased with this start offensively.
Pass to Cardoso.
Here's Allen.
The kick out to Carter.
To to the inside. And the basket by Cardoso.
Good read from Carter. Very willing to give the ball up in order to get her teammates involved.
Pass to Sabali. All alone. It's hauled in by Reese.
That's a shoot-around jumper. Absolutely no excuses for missing it.
Down low. Ogunbowale with the steal. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Pass to Allen. And here's Onion Wade. Outside Reese. And it would have counted had it
That's the
fallen, but
end of
it's
the first quarter
offline.
with the score.
And that does it for
Your
the
Dallas
first
Wings.
quarter.
14,
It's the Wings.
the Chicago
They're
team.
up by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And now the second quarter just getting set to begin. And looking at what we've seen from the Wings, what do you guys think?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Chicago trailing here. And after years of rebuilding, the Wings saw major progress last season.
Well, it's pretty simple, Blake. You have to hit on those
Wings
high
foul.
picks, and the Wings did with top 5
Enrique
selections, Saku
Ogunbowale.
Sabali and Enrique Ogunbowale.
First personal
But you
foul.
also have to be
First
patient.
team
It
foul.
takes a long time to build a winner.
Now here's Cardoso. Jefferson outside. Back to Cardoso. Ogunbowale with the steal.
That's a tough pass to make when the defense is so enforced in the low post.
And she comes up with the deuce.
As fearless as they come, Ogunbowale with 0 issues scoring inside. We don't see that in a lot of guards.
And stolen by Brown. Pass to Sheldon. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Banham. Guarded now by Ogunbowale. Now Harrison. And stolen by Kuia. Segrist right side. Enrique Ogunbowale on the wing. Inside. Brown. Good. And the assist goes to Ogunbowale.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time. They got 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Chicago
And on the
timeout
flip
call.
side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now timeout called by Chicago. And the Chicago Sky winning their first title back in 2021.
Yeah, but since then, they've lost almost all of that title team roster. They lost in the first round last year, and now they're retooling with some major draft picks this year. It's a new era for sure.
And the basket by Cardoso.
Assistant.
You can always
Mariah
depend on her to
Jefferson.
put that lead pass right on the money.
Pass to Brown. The rebound by Camila Cardoso. Outside Evans. Now here's Cardoso. Over Brown. Cardoso can't get it to go. On the wing, J.C. Sheldon. Evans covering. Here's Sheldon. So she gets the whistle.
Chicago foul.
Contact on the way up.
Mariah
2
Jefferson.
shots next.
First personal foul.
The 5th
First
overall
team
pick in the
foul.
2024 draft. 5'10" guard, J.C. Sheldon.
Yeah, she grew up, played basketball in Toledo, Ohio. And Sheldon went high in the draft because she can hit threes, run point, and is a very good point of attack defender.
And the first one drops.
Well, when you're talking about scoring duos, it doesn't get much better than Satu Sabali and Arike Ogunbowale.
Yeah, Dallas loves having this pair, both in the top 10 in points per game last year. And they do it different ways. Arike at 5'8" is a dynamic guard. Sabali at 6'4" is a skilled wing.
Dallas in the lead. Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
And after a fantastic rookie season, Mariah Jefferson has bounced from team to team.
She finished second in the Rookie of the Year voting back in 2016, but since then, she's played for about half the league.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in this second quarter.
Pass to Sheldon.
The Wings with another miss. Evans, guarded now by Ogunbowale. Good chance here for Mariah Jefferson. The rebound by the Wings.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Coach has a look like, are you kidding me?
Ogunbowale from long range. Here's Brown. Foul call that time on the way up. And that chances at the
First personal foul. Second
that
team
one on to
foul.
Shields.
A powerful player who's a handful for any defender. At times, all you can do is foul Brown.
She hits the second from the line.
And one thing about this Chicago team, they play hard, they play with effort.
They have such a
2
great
minutes remaining in the
mindset.
first half.
It's a
2
tough
minutes.
one. They don't give up anything easily. And that starts with their young bigs. They set the tone. If you're going to play this Sky team, you are in for a battle.
Now it's Reese.
No good on that shot. Some solid defense from Satu Sabali. Out to the left wing. Outside Howard. Brown inside. She's covered by Allen. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
To the paint. Pass to Allen. The kick out to Carter. Now Onyenwere, guarded by Howard. Shot clock at 6. Onyenwere, shot is good.
Just another way they can beat you, putting the ball on the deck.
Here's the Wings with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Sabali. From the top of the key.
There's Cardoso with the rebound.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Reese. Good D from Kalani Brown. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Sheldon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
Easy look off the pass from Howard. Great awareness. Leads to the bucket.
Now Onyenwere. Now here's Allen.
To the middle. Nice D from Satu Sabali. And so that brings the first
the
half.
second quarter with the score. For Dallas Wings, 45. The Chicago team, 14.
Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. And Arike Agumbawale has been sensational here.
Her ability to disrupt passes and getting a hand on the ball, enforcing turnovers and steals has been excellent in this one.
Just a pest on the defensive end for opposing ball handlers. She's just really playing some great defense.
Terrific defensive play. Cut her off, squared up, nice play.
Yeah, that's showing some toughness on defense. Getting physical, sticking her nose in there, and making a play.
Here's McCowan from down in the low post. It goes. In a league of tall players, 6'7" Tierra McCowan still stands out.
And it's not just about her height, it's about how she uses it. Entering the 2024 season, McCowan has the best career rebounding percentage in league history.
She gets it in there.
Check out Carter with the floater right there, using the soft touch to beat the defense.
Here's Uzan. She hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Sabali gets the bucket.
Another pass put right into the shooter's
Chicago
pocket for
timeout
a
call.
terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Timeout call of the Sky. And that 2023 season for the Wings was their best season since moving to Dallas in 2016.
I mean, it was their first winning season, first playoff series one. They had a top 3 offense, played a fast pace, giving those loyal Dallas fans an exciting year.
Now it's Reese. Inside, 5 on the clock. And the league is expanding for the 2025 season. Very exciting. What do you guys think is the best part about it?
Well, for me, it's the extra roster spots. There are so many talented players in women's basketball right now. In the W, it's really needed more space, more spots, more places on the roster for a while now.
Oh, I agree. I mean, when you look at the last cut lists back in May, right before the season, there are some serious hoopers on them.
Here's Onyenwere.
McCowan with the rebound.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their leads.
Counted.
Well, you know, offensively, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
And the ball out of play. The Sky will have.
Sky ball. Substitution on the court.
Chicago with the ball. And here's Evans. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now here's Jefferson. She's guarded closely. It's stolen by Segrist. Here's Howard. And so she has a trip to the line. The official saw the contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That's where she wants the ball. Howard is such a high percentage shooter. She gets into good spots, forces fouls.
And when you talk about Natasha Howard, you have to look at more than those scoring numbers. Her impact goes deeper than that.
I think sometimes, you know, us as broadcasters, analysts, we can normally measure players a little bit too much with their scoring average. Howard's won 3 titles in major part because of her defense. She's won a defensive player of the year, and she does so many things on the floor that don't show up in the box score.
Here's Banham. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to Evans. Shot to end the cold run. Up top, Carter. 3 on the clock. The tray.
McCowan with the rebound.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Now here's Cardoso. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Carter. Clock at 6. Agumbawale with the steal. Here's Howard. That one goes down.
We've seen this before. Howard playing with some power down low. Pushes right past the contact to the bucket.
Left side, Evans. Shoots the 3. The kick out to Carter. Pass to Banham. Reese with it. The second chance effort. Dallas with the rebound. Outside Howard. To the left side wing. Uzan. West side Segrist. Pass to Uzan. From 13. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
To halt the run. And it's
Wings
good.
foul.
Fought through the contact.
Natasha
Hit the
Howard.
shot.
First personal foul.
So both teams
At the
making
line
some
for the
changes
Sky,
here.
Kabila Cardoso.
And the free throw, no good. Up top of Gumbawale. The shot's good.
Well, look, that's just simply a great move. She dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
At the end of the third
That's the
quarter,
end of the
a
third quarter with the
huge lead.
score.
And this one
Dallas.
may already have been decided.
41, the Chicago Sky. 18.
And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely. We've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger. Not your average 6-footer. Onion Wade plays way bigger than her listed height. Plays the game with fire.
Here's Uzan. Outside Agumbawale. Second shot opportunity. And it's laid in by Sabali.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Rachel
And
Bennett.
the shot is good. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. So it's Dallas now. Pass to Segrist. Outside Sabali. Here's Uzan. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball called.
Dallas with the ball. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
That's tipped and stolen by Onion Wade. Out of bounds, it'll go to the wings.
Dallas wins ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Uzan. Outside Agumbawale. Beyond the arc. Onion Wade grabs the board.
She's not exactly killing them from deep. I mean, she had 1 3-ball in the first half, yes, but still none here in the second.
To the inside. Reese, no good.
Well, good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and we just saw it right there. Without her presence, that's an easy 2 points. Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Pass to Allen.
And one thing we can all agree on, we are fired up for the WNBA to come to the Bay Area in 2025.
100%. I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area. It's something I've always wanted, a WNBA team here in the Bay. Everybody has always wanted that.
And it's going to be a party at Chase Center. I can't wait to see this team get to action, and I know I'll be there opening day.
6 to shoot. And a foul call on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a call on Camila Cardoso.
At the line for your Dallas Wings, Natasha Howard. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And the two-way game of Howard is impressive. A legitimate offensive threat who also defends with tenacity.
So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. And that's good as she hits both shots.
And this Dallas franchise once represented the city of Detroit, and that's where they won 3 championships.
Yeah, joining the league in year 2, 1998, they enjoyed lots of success in the Motor City. But then they moved to Tulsa in 2011, and then to their current home of Dallas in 2016.
Pass to Kuia. Sheldon.
And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
And we've talked about this. One of the major challenges in the W is travel.
Well, you know, you look at just the geography of the league. Most of the teams are on the West Coast or on the East Coast. So you end up with really long flights to play those interconference games.
And it just tells you that resting between games is so important. Diet, sleep, taking care of your body is crucial.
Outside to Shields.
Pass to Reese. Back to DeShields.
Down low.
Stolen by Sheldon.
Now Gunbowale.
Segrist with the ball.
Outside Savali. And it's a 3-second defensive violation.
Technical foul. At the line for your Dallas Wings, Arike Agubenwale. Shooting 1.
And the technical free throw is good.
No doubt about it. Arike Agunbowale is one of the best scorers in the league.
Well, you know, one of the big reasons is she plays a lot. She's in excellent shape. She led the WNBA in minutes played in 2023. That helps. And the other thing I think that she does at an elite level, she gets the line so much. Arike is always applying pressure to the defense.
Puts it up from 15. Jefferson, no good.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Sheldon outside. Pass to Segrist.
Brown with it.
Reese defending. On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Gets it to go from downtown.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
West side of Gunbowale.
Back to Sheldon.
And so it's Dallas easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loves every minute of it.
This game really is a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their